Hey guys, welcome to BLONITY. First, my little disclaimer, this is not financial advice, my own opinion and estimates. My estimates could be completely wrong. Don't trust, always verify, understand the numbers, be aware of scammers, and you know the best how to invest your money. Please be aware that I'm invested in Riot, Mara, Hive, Argo, Bitfarms, hashrate, K1, TeamG, Blockchain, Digi, Host, CoinLux, and DeFi. Okay, let's jump right into it. Today I want to talk about Core Scientific. Core Scientific is a big North American based miner, and they released I think for the first time their operational update for December. I really want to see these monthly updates to compare the companies. This is now the industry standard, and Core Scientific is following this, and the numbers are just huge. I really missed Core Scientific in the last few weeks a little bit, but yeah, these numbers are just huge. They mined 1,044 Bitcoin in December, and they hold now close to 5,300 Bitcoin on the balance sheet. So putting things into perspective here, this is my little sheet to compare the operational numbers of the miners in terms of productivity. I mean, Riot and Mara, the other two big North American miners, they combined mined 909 or 910 Bitcoin in December, and Core Scientific mined more than they both together, which is insane. Also, the hash rate is more than the double of them, or it has been 6.6 exahash in December. End of December, Riot and Mara also had 6.6 exahash. This is only the self-mining hash rate of Core Scientific. Also, the Bitcoin mined per installed exahash in December is also looking very good. The thing is, I don't know exactly the number end of November they had in hash rate. If they had 6, it goes down here to 166 Bitcoin in December, or 5.35, but they're definitely on the green side. We don't know the exact average hash rate in December, so maybe it has been 6.6, but it is still in the green area. So they're very productive here per installed exahash. When we go to the valuation, which is also interesting, as I'm aware of, they're still pre-merger, so they will merge with the XPDI. It looks like the market cap post-merger is going to be something like 4.5 to 5 billion with the prices right now. Of course, these things can change, so I'm always very cautious with companies before the merger. But yeah, let's expect it happens as they told us. Should be at 4.8 billion USD right now, XPDI, with a post-merger. And yeah, that would be like 217 Bitcoin mined per $1 billion US dollar market capitalization. So that's more than the other big US competitors like Riot and Mara. Riot has 170 and Mara 160. So in terms of this metric here, Core Scientific, looks cheaper than both of them. And yeah, they're without the hosting business, which is also big for Core Scientific. Riot has also a big hosting business, but Mara not. Going to HODL, within 1 month, they increased by more than 1,000 their HODL here. So they surpassed Riot. Riot is now close to 5,000. They're at 5,300. And yeah, the next victim should be hashrate. And after hashrate, they will try to catch up with Mara. And I think it's possible with this speed, if they can keep this pace, that would be just insane. Also, when we look at the global hash rate, I mean, I often show the this one here, this chart here. It's like hourly, but the hash rate is not measured, and that's why we should always work with moving averages. So I'm sometimes get criticized from the Bitcoin miners. They say, okay, you should work with the moving average. So that's what I'm doing here. Going to BitInfo charts. Here you can average hash rate per day. You can hear simple moving average and period 7 days. So it's 176 exahash right now. And look at Core. So the self-mining is 6.6 exahash. So that's 3.8% of the network hash rate. And the hosting business is 6.9 exahash. I think I forgot to show you the hosting business part. Where is it? December hosting update, which represented 6.9 exahash. Yeah, they will have huge growth. Okay, back to here. So that's 3.9% of the network hash rate. So combined together, it's 7.7% of the global Bitcoin network hash rate is located in core scientific facilities. So that's really a huge miner, maybe the biggest one in the world, who knows, but definitely it will be right now the biggest publicly traded miner in terms of self-mining hash rate and in terms of hosted hash rate, as I'm aware of. So yeah, that's big. Let's go to the presentation. I really like their presentation. First of all, they distribute it in the US. They right now have facilities in, I think this is Georgia, North Carolina, and here. And they're building a big one here in Texas, 300 megawatt, and another one here is this North Dakota or so. They also own 71 patents with like design of facilities, because they're a long-term hosting provider. Yeah, of course they have an experienced team and so on, but I really want to go to the numbers like the exahash projections. Here we can see. Yeah, this is North Dakota, 100 megawatt here. They're building, and the Denton in Texas, 300 megawatts here, a huge facility, and they already own like 140 and 100. It's 240 and 185. So yeah, that's more than 400 megawatts are already operational. So they really have a big advantage because of their scale. So the financials, of course, we don't know them by now, but these are estimations from October. So they think the revenue could be 500 million in 2021. The total hash rate should be 11 exahash at the end of 2021. I think it's more now with the 6.6 self-mining and the 6.9 in hosting. So that's like 13 exahash. The infrastructure capacity should be like 512. So they're somewhere between 400 and 500, as I'm aware of, which is huge. And yeah, they of course have these a lot of patents here. Then the revenue in 2022, they expect it to grow to 1.1 billion. I think this is calculated with more or less stable Bitcoin prices at that time. We don't know exactly how they did calculate. The EBITDA should be at 500 million. So the self-mining hash rate at the end of to meet in 2021 should be 15 exahash year-end 2022 projection. So maybe that comes in the regions of Mara. And of course, in comparison to Mara, they have these huge facilities with like 1 gigawatt or more than 1,000 megawatt, the projection to achieve in 2022. So in my opinion, this is a big advantage to own your facility here, because then you can decide whether you do self-mining or hosting or whatever is better right now. So I think these are big numbers. I'm waiting now for the merger to make an investment here, because it looks very interesting, a very interesting company. When we look to the XPDI stock here, since they announced Core Scientific somewhere in July or so, it was stable at $10. We had a move up like the other miners, and now down again, and we are now back to the levels we have been before. Very stable here. So hopefully everything goes well with the merger. And then it could be a very interesting investment. But of course, with Bitcoin hovering around at 40,000, this stock will also not move despite great numbers. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one. Auf Wiedersehen.